Alright boys, in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys the easiest way to AFK farm for leaves in Anime Vanguards. Now this method is very easy and it's basically the easy way out, okay? So if you wanna just farm effortlessly and also without having to make a complicated macro, etc., this is the farm for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and let's get right into it. Okay, so we're basically obviously gonna need tiny task for this. Make sure to use the same settings as me. So we're gonna do play speed 1, we're gonna do continuous playback on, and make sure to know which hotkeys you have because you're gonna be using them. And we're gonna be playing the infinite mode for this macro. Now I know what you're gonna say, the infinite mode is very bad for like the currency, but don't worry, it's confirmed. First of all, it's confirmed that it's gonna be buffed soon, and second of all, this is the easiest macro, as I said, and it's gonna be buffed. So don't worry, just make sure to know how to macro this and just macro it until the buff happens, and it will be way easier once the buff happens, and it will be way better as well. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lose first. This is necessary to make our macro easier. We're just gonna lose before starting anything. Just let the enemies get into the end of your base. Now, as I said, guys, this macro is still good, even though we're using infinite, because obviously we're relying on how easy it is to macro infinite, and also because it's confirmed that it will be buffed, so you will get more currency. Alright, so once you lose like I just did, you're gonna have to fix your camera like I'm doing, like this. You're gonna go back and just make sure to memorize where the return to lobby is, the button, so you don't click it when you're doing the macro, just in case any problem happens, and yeah, you just end up going to the lobby. So after you get in here, just make sure to start your tiny task using the recording hotkey, and then just spam click on the retry button. If you have a scanner equipped, make sure to not accidentally click this button right here, and then just spam click vote restart. And then we're just gonna be placing our farms like this, and then we're gonna be also placing our units. So we're just gonna place all the units quickly and the farms as well, and then just spam upgrade each one of them. And yeah, that's just it. By the way, for the team, just I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, I have bad memory, but just equip your best units, and you can equip 2 farms, but I suggest equipping only 1 because obviously it's infinite. So just it's better if you equip only Takarada and equip another unit instead of Speedwagon. I'm just doing this for the tutorial, so that is why I didn't really bother. But yeah, actually we're not going to be upgrading our Speedwagons because I highly suggest you don't even bring him, just bring an extra unit instead. So as I said, we're just gonna be placing our units first. Just place them in good spots, don't place them like I did in like random spots. And actually they are in good spots, to be honest. But yeah, after you place all your units, what you're gonna do is you're gonna spam upgrade Takarada like this, and then upgrade each unit once. That's all you need to do. Just upgrade each unit once wherever you place them. Just upgrade each unit once. You can do it again, you can repeat it if you want, and that's all. As I said, ignore my Speedwagon, just bring another unit instead of him and just place it and upgrade it like the others. So that's all you need to do for the macro. Once you do that, end your macro by clicking your recording hotkey again. There we go, and then click your playback hotkey. Make sure your continuous playback is on and your playback speed is at 1, and then click it. Click the recording hotkey. What is the playback hotkey for me? I'm gonna make it F8, and there we go. What this is gonna do is it's gonna just go ahead and upgrade your units while you are in game with the loop, and then when you lose it will click retry as well. And this is just an infinite way of just macroing the stage very easily. So just do this and it will be quite easy to macro the stage. And yeah, there we go. the macro will just work normally and it will repeat itself, obviously, and just upgrade your units until they reach the max. And because the difficulty of this infinite mode is so easy, especially at the start, you will not struggle with like not upgrading the units and stuff. And yeah, just edit this macro as much as you want, depending on like your units, the difficulty, etc, etc. And also one more very important thing: once you place your last unit, wait, let me just pause this real quick. Once you place your last unit, let's say for me I placed Dio as my last unit. After you place your last unit, there we go, I placed him. Let's say, let me just do this. I placed him, right? What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna just spam click away before ending the macro. I forgot to do that because I just forgot, but make sure to do that before ending your macro, because that way it will avoid any problems. Because sometimes, let's say you place him, right, and then when the loop happens and it will just try to spam click in here, right, and nothing happens, and then when you go upgrading the other units, you can't click on the units to upgrade them because this guy is still, you know, hovering over them. So just click here. Usually it does automatically go away, but just to avoid any problems, as I said, I firstly didn't do it because it just goes away on its own, so it didn't really ruin my macro. But just in case there is a chance it will ruin yours, just once you place your last unit, I'm saying the last unit only, just after you place it, let's say Dio over Heaven is my last unit, just place it over here and then go ahead and spam click in this area. So what that is gonna do is when the loop happens and you go with your Dio over Heaven here and you place it over your original Dio over Heaven, you can do that obviously. When you go here and click, it will just go away, and that way you can go ahead and upgrade your units easily with the macro. Obviously the macro is gonna do it for you. And yeah, that's it basically. And yeah, that's the easiest macro ever to do, honestly. And there's genuinely, like, it's just too easy. As I said, do not use Speedwagon. To be honest, it's a waste. I regret like not changing him before. But yeah, don't use Speedwagon. Use only Takarada and use an extra unit for Speedwagon as a replacement. And yeah, you just sit here. And why we use this macro instead of like the previous summer one where you restart at wave 10 is, for this game mode you actually get more of the currency if you progress more in the waves. So like the amount of currency you get at wave 20 is not the same as the one you get at wave 100. So the more you progress, the higher the amount of leaves you get. So if you actually progress very far, you will actually get a ton more leaves. And remember, this game mode will be buffed soon, so it will be worth to macro. I'll actually put a screenshot here of how of a developer confirming it will be buffed, because I'm pretty sure I can do that. But yeah, that's it guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and see you in the next one.